Welcome, Keith Jones, and thank you for sharing your time. Let me start by quoting you. We are not a fully realized movement until we are a fully inclusive movement. No wonder you are the soul toucher. Where is sport regarding the obligation of being a fully inclusive industry?
Thank you. Sport being a fully inclusive industry is the key. It is anchored in our community, much like soccer is the world game. So if we can have sports be as inclusive as it can be or it should be, that will set the template for our societies. Whether we are in Asia, whether we're on the continent of Africa, whether Europe, North America, South America, the integral part sport plays is that's how we get to know friends, that's how we build community, that's how we learn acceptance, tolerance, and teamwork. So inclusion in sport will be the template for moving our world and our societies forward.
We are far from having a good global perception of sport integrity regarding diversity and inclusion. However, we also see some changes. What signs do you see that make you believe things will improve, and what remains undone?
Well, the signs that I see of it being improved, quite candidly, is SIGA making an effort to bring integrity to global sports. Secondarily, that along with the United Nations talking about Smart Cities 2030, as well as the United Nations Conference on Persons with Disabilities, we are seeing changes where people are starting to recognize it's not about your human condition, it's about your humanity. And so integrity, good governance, standards where people can literally go and join their community is where the positivity is. We're not there yet, but we have a ways to go. And if we can talk about sport being inclusive from a human perspective, I think that'll be a good template for the world going forward.
Hopefully you are right. Keith, how can SIGA Universal Standards on Sport Integrity and Serves help pave the way for this greater common goal of ensuring sport for all and social responsibility from all stakeholders?
Well, how SIGA can do that, what SERVS does at Universal Standards, it's in the title, it's universal standards. It sets the framework for the ability for organizations to attain and reach and sustain levels of integrity, inclusion, how to have a feedback loop to make sure that we're not losing sight of the mission. I think that kind of framework is what sports needs to address, lack of diversity or lack of gender representation, lack of disability inclusion, lack of cultural representation. But you're not able to make improvements if you stay unaware to what the issues are. So that is the advance and the advantage of having a SERVS, a universal standard, those kind of frameworks where people can look to and see these are what we can strive to attain and achieve. And we will all be better if we are at least moving in that direction.
Sure, and we have to make our voice heard. And I'm sure that having committed supporters and friends and ambassadors like you and with your commitment, with your level of enthusiasm, will surely be a way of reaching our goals.
I hope so.
I thank you. I thank you very much for all your support and for your time. And
thank you, brother.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in Cascais too.
But I hope so. We will get there. I'm going to try to make it happen.